What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kerala, the land of coconut trees. And today we're going up the Everest of the South. But first, let's get some breakfast. I got some puri and potato curry, some sambar vada, and let's show you how to eat that puri. You gotta scoop it up like this. We are headed on our way to Eravikulam National Park. And you can already see Anamudi right there. It's called Elephant Peak because it looks like an elephant. And it is the tallest mountain in South India. This national park is really famous for its sholas, its little forest, and the Nilgiri Tahrs, which is a endangered species that lives only in this park. So let's hop on this bus and let's go see what's out there. And you're greeted by some amazing views just on the bus ride up, even though it's probably the bumpiest bus ride of all time. I'll just leave you to start enjoying these mountain views. And once you make it to the top, it is an insane view of so many different mountains in Munnar. And there's an incredible amount of tea plantation, cardamom plantations. Just look at that. And we're just gonna start heading up that mountain. But first, they had a little section called the story of the park. If you're interested, I would definitely recommend stopping and reading some of these signs. Quotes from some of the best, most influential people in India, like Indira Gandhi being really sad about this tiger skin she has on her floor. And thinking about how grand, how amazing this tiger must have been while it was alive. Dar is really one of the biggest specialties of this park because out of the 3,000 in this world, almost 1,500 live in this one park. And you can see all the different wildlife. They have this Nilgiri plant, which is a beautiful purple flower that only grows in these elevations. I could not get enough of these views. Some call it the Scotland of India, and I can't blame them. Here there was this little waterfall, and they made it very clear that this water is clean drinking water. Then I found this little path off the trail, and it goes to the shola, which is these little forests that are in the grasslands, and they have an amazing amount of biodiversity. Here we go, we finally see the Thars, the Nilgiri Thar, the endangered. And it's just such a beautiful, majestic creature, kind of like a cross between a goat and a deer. And they all travel in herds of 6 to 12 usually. And you can see them just hiding in this grass and having a nice meal. And these misty mountains were just breathtaking. We saw this Thar just chilling on one of the seats. Eventually one of the park rangers came and pulled him off. You see a giant herd there, and I met these awesome people from the UK, and we were just chatting it up the whole walk down.
Yeah, I'll come.
Meet some amazing tourists in Kerala. It's just so beautiful. You can't blame them for coming out here to seek these amazing views. You can see the Tahrs just munching. Misty Munnar. Another little waterfall. Not so little actually. It comes from way up high in the sky, and then we start heading back down on this bus. And all these little hexagonal shapes are again different tea plantations. And that's your final view of Anamudi before going back down. Amazing. Then we stopped at this final viewpoint. And we made it to this tea factory. It's actually a tea museum. It used to be a tea factory, but now it's been converted to a museum for tourists. It had this really sick sundial from 1913. Tons of information about how to make the best tea. And a really cool video about the management of these tea plantations, where a lot of the workers were able to take ownership shares in the factories. And these old tea machines were really cool to see in the works. This was a beautiful drive, kind of reminds me of Pikes Peak in Colorado. Last viewpoint. And it was pretty cool that there was still a bunch of tea farmers in the plantations, and you could go down, wear the clothes that they usually wear, and take some photos. And we went to this biodiversity park. They had tons of different cacti, and I love cacti. Then went to this Kathakali performance. They have an amazing amount of control over their entire face. They can control their individual cheek muscles. And they did a reenactment of a scene from the Mahabharata. It's quite cool to watch. But what I thought was way cooler was this Indian martial arts performance called Kalari Payattu. You can see me right there. I think the fire and the pyrotechnics was definitely some of the coolest parts of the show. Finish it off, I got some paratha and fish curry, the Kerala special, and thumbs up.